Okay.
Look, man,
Uh-huh.
I don't want to invade her interview too long. Before I this kiss
Okay.
question, you got to ask me that question.
I
All right.
do because before we even get to the kiss situation, I need to know because Brandy asked it. Kayla was in the room. What happened, bro? I need to ask a serious question. Brandy came to the room. What happened, sir?
I actually was laying down. I was like sleep, half sleep. So you know how when me, me and Brandy got into like a little issue downstairs earlier about
Okay.
what happened. So I just said, you know what, I don't want to argue. I'm just gonna go upstairs and go to sleep.
Mm.
So when you waiting on your significant other, you sleep, but you're not sleep. So I'm
I hear you.
turned towards the window. So Kayla walks in, but I didn't know it was Kayla. I'm thinking it's Brandy. I didn't know it was Kayla until she came on the edge of the bed and sat next to me. But my face was covered with the sheets, and she pulled
Mm.
the sheets out, and then shit scared the shit out of me.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
yeah, so she's like, "Hey, how you doing? You all right?" I said, "Yeah, I just got a headache, so just too much, drinking and all that stuff like that." So she was just trying to check on me because she noticed that I had actually went upstairs earlier while they were still downstairs, still dancing and doing what they were doing. So she basically was just checking on me and said, "Did I need anything?" I said, "Hey, you gotta hurry, get out of here before Brandy comes." I kind of find that like a little disrespectful.
Mm.
So it was in a moment like how she was in the room with Randall again, like she just was just trying to see if I was okay. So that was it, man. It was just a friendly, like, you good, you okay, you need anything, I'm good, and that was it. I just wanted her to get out of the room because I didn't want Brandon to see that. So that's how that
That's
was.
fair.
Yeah.
So obviously, did you have a conversation with Kayla after? Because obviously, the conversation she had with Brandy was, "Hey, I went for some Pop Tarts." You didn't. Okay,
That
so
he
you went to have a conversation. So I need to know, Mike, did you have a conversation with Brandy? Not Brandy, with Kayla after? Because clearly she was lying, right? And it was going to implicate you. So I'm trying to figure out.
You said like a conversation about Pop Tarts. What?
Not
no,
not
that's
literally about Pop Tarts. Yeah, you can explain it, Brandy, if you want. Go, you can explain it, Brandy.
when I asked her, like, where you been, girl? She was like, oh, I was just getting some Pop Tarts.
Oh man, I mean, like she said what she said. I don't know. I don't have nothing to do with what Kelly said when she went downstairs. That was on her. The point is, like I said, I didn't have to tell Brandy she was in the room. Like I didn't. It didn't really matter to me like that, man. It's a process. So it's not like Brandy gonna kill me or beat me up. Like it's a process. We still get to know each other. It's not that serious. So I was still just trying to get a benefit of the doubt. It just was like a respect level at the time. But everybody has a right to still check on a person. So I don't blame Kelly for what she did. She just came in to see what's going on with me.
No, that's not a problem. But she lied.
I don't
I,
know.
I,
Yeah, that's on
No,
her.
no, we know because she told your woman that she was going for Pop Tarts, which means now it becomes insidious because she's not checking up on you because she could have easily told Brandy, "Hey, I saw that he was a little bit, bit drowsy, whatever he was drinking, or whatever, and I wanted to make sure he was okay, and that's why I went to check him upstairs." But she changed her story for the lady in front of you, Brandy, and told her, "No, no, no, I went for Pop Tarts," which means she lied to her when there's no need to because she had innocent intentions. So my question was, if that's the case, Mike, and you find out that she's lied to Brandy because that's not what she said, why are we not checking her? Because she's driving a wedge in the relationship without you even realizing by doing that.
Nah, no. Come on,
Okay.
Coach O. Like, let's be real
Well,
now. I'm quite sure you know how this goes. Like, she didn't drive no wedge, no nothing. Brandy,
not like
Brandy,
literally, but
yeah, Brandy never reacted anytime during the process like she told you. Like after the brunch, like me and Brandy was on go on 10. So wherever she was at, I was at outside of the process. So Brandy had no reason to really react or feel no type of way. Like even if you notice during the reunion, her and Brandy didn't go backwards and forth like that. Even during the
I
show,
agree.
there was no reason. Like I said, she already knew what time it was, man. So me actually being who I am in real life, I just imply that to the show. But it's like entertainment. I just told Brandy like straight up what it was. Like Brandy seen my texts, all the texts, the phone texts, all that stuff like that. So I mean, it is what it is. Whatever Kayla said, that's what she said.
So, so I'm not. Let me choose my words carefully. So I think the reason why I said what I said is because just imagine now, yeah, Brandy comes to you. You find out that someone was in your room. Brandy was lying down. She's lying down, covers over. Samson comes in the room.
I don't think Sansa would have did that. Man, listen, man, listen.
And that's beautiful.
Listen, Kozo.
Wait. Let me finish it, Mike. Let me finish the point. Let me finish the point. Even if Samson wouldn't do that, it's irrelevant because the hypothetical situation, it's never happened. Let's say Samson goes up into the room, sits on the edge of the bed, does everything that Kayla did, right? Then comes down and tells you that he went for Pop-Tarts, right? But then you find out that's not what he went there for. He went to check up on Brandy, make sure she was okay. Are you telling me that your mind is not going to be like, hold on a minute, what's really going on? And maybe I need to have a conversation because now that person's lied. What reasons does that person have to lie if their intentions are to make sure it's good and it's clean to go and see you? What do you know what I mean? Like, are you telling me that man to man now, man to man now? Yeah, you know how it is, bro. We would make sure Amanda would know, brother, if you're telling me lies, what for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of, do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say, like, in that sense. I don't know if that makes sense more, Mike.
I noticed when they tell me be honest on the chat, see, like in real life, they live in there on the see, you guys live like what you see on TV. Samson wouldn't have tried me like that. And if he did, like, Brandy already know, but I see when you know your woman, you already know how she handle herself. Like Brandy gonna tell me everything. So it's not like as if we had like, you know, when you trust somebody, you just trust them in it, but at the same time it's a process. So I wouldn't have felt no type of way again. It's still a process. You know, I hate to say those type of words, but like in real life, that wouldn't even much went on. That's like saying if I'm gone right now, Sam's gonna come through the door and Brandy at my crib right now. So it's like I understand what you're saying, what you're coming from, but some people just know who to try like that. In a sense, if it for as a man. But me, you know, I got trust in Brandy. I already know how she's gonna move. So, but then again, I still have to respect the process. You know, no ill will towards like Samson. But me not telling Brandy, would that still would have proved? I didn't care, man. Like it's not like Brandy wasn't gonna pick me still. Like that's what I'm saying because it's like y'all just seeing little clips of like 5-10 seconds. You know, the camera could have been there.
That wasn't even on the damn clip.
Yeah. So again, I'm gonna say, was it on camera? No. But, you know,
get out of here with that camera shit. But no, it wasn't.
No, go, Brandy. Please fill in, Brandy. You want to fill in, please?
No, I was just saying like that didn't even happen on camera, and I feel like I still wouldn't have never known if he didn't tell me. Like, and then I would have been more upset the next day hearing it at breakfast. The ladies telling me. So I was glad that he told me. Like I'm telling you, like right when I walked in the room and laid down in the bed, he turned over and was like, Kayla came in here. And I was like, what the fuck? For what? Like I instantly was like, for what? What happened? What was y'all what went down? And he was like, nothing. She was just asking me, was I okay? And blah, 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 blah. But if I would have heard that the next day at breakfast, I would have been mad as shit.
Hey.
And it would have been different between us. Because, you know, you're saying like, he tried to cover himself and let me know soon or before I found out. But it was like, I'd rather you let me know now. Because that was the thing that I was big about. Like, don't have me looking stupid out here. Like, if you do something or say something or whatever, let me know first. I don't want to find out from nobody else. And then I'm sitting there like, oh, I didn't know. Because when they brought it up at breakfast, I was like, because I already knew. I was like, yeah, you said you went to get Pop-Tarts. What really happened? And then that's when she was like, I don't have to explain myself to anybody. I'm grown.
And so that's why I was asking Mike why he's not saying anything. Because because now you feel some type of way, right? Because she's doing all that nonsense. And it's like, that's why I would have said, that's why I was trying to explain to Mike that I would have expected him to just to G-check it real quick. Like, hey, yo, that's not what it was. Like, stop that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I talk about this all the time with men as men. You know what I mean? That's our job.
Going back to, we know how Kayla is. It was just some messy shit. It was just some messy shit. Like, she just went up there. Like she saw the opportunity. Like, oh, everybody down here just chilling.
I definitely see that.
Yeah. So, because they asked me that about the interviews, and of course they didn't show it because it wasn't on camera, but they asked me about it, and it was like how I felt about it. I was like, that was a snake in the grass ass move. Like, why you going up? And again, I understand that that's like her connection, but you know what this connection is. Like, I wouldn't have never went in, say for instance, if her and Randall was number one, they were both number one. I wouldn't have went in Randall's room. Yeah. While Kayla downstairs dancing and shit. I wouldn't have